Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, accompanied, like always, by the ever-lovely Zombie Huesitos. And we are here to regale you with the final part of our movie collection series. Yes, indeed. This is the last part of the epic movie haul that we've been saving until the appropriate time to record. Now, Professor Macabro is always trying to innovate his humble little channel. And I've tried this before with the lighting and everything, but I am doing a little bit more lighting, taking a little bit extra for the lighting. If you've seen my most recent videos, you will see that we have a lot more of a widescreen presentation. Yes, indeed. And also we have a new intro. But the lighting in our new widescreen presentation is a bit too bright. Not very appropriate for a horror channel as ours is. So I put a black light on the ceiling and tweaked the lighting a bit. So let me know what you think. I have tried this before, but since I'm recording on a widescreen, I'm giving it another go. But let us know what you think. Is it too bright? Is it too dark? Does it need a little bit more sprucing? Give us your feedback so we can help improve the channel. Indeed. Again, I also did a new intro, and I'm tweaking that as well to spice up the content for all of our new viewers. Indeed. And increase the production value. You know, I pride myself in being a innovative, humble channel, but I would like to bring up the quality of the content for everyone out there. So let us know what you think of the recent changes to the widescreen presentation, to the intros, to the lighting. Let us know in the comments down below. But like I said, let's get started with the last part of the epic movie haul. But first, I came across this particular item while grocery shopping. Yes, indeed, Professor Macabro still requires substance. So imagine my surprise when I went grocery shopping and I found this. Last video we saw that Carl's Jr. Godzilla X Kong cup. But this time around, and I don't collect this particular thing. I mean, I kind of do. I collect any Hot Wheels that is related to the Batmobile. But when it comes to monster trucks, I have a few here and there. But I don't collect anything that much. Mr. Dan in Horror is the resident Hot Wheel collector and monster truck aficionado, as well as Diecast Johnny. He also collects Hot Wheels. But it's not a market that I dabble too much, except if I find something unique. Such is the case with this. This is a Hot Wheels monster truck Godzilla truck. You have Godzilla there, and you have a monster truck that has the Godzilla motif. And I was like, how could I not buy a Godzilla monster truck? I've never seen a Godzilla monster truck. So I was like, heck yes, I'm gonna buy that. And bought it I did. Delightful. Now, on to the movies. If you follow me or know me or follow any of the people who I've participated in the live stream, it is well known that I am a fan of The Asylum. Yes, indeed. Now, I enjoy a great many movie production companies. Universal, Warner Brothers, Troma. I've recently gotten into ITN. I would like to beef up my Wild Eye collection. But The Asylum is what I'm most well known for, and I do enjoy The Asylum. It gets a lot of grief from people saying they don't produce any good movies, but they produce entertaining movies, to me anyway. So I thoroughly enjoy watching an Asylum movie, and they are known for producing their mockbusters. They were cashing in on a popular Hollywood movie and producing a low-budget parody facsimile, if you will. You have Titanic, you have Titanic 2. You have The Day the Earth Stood Still, The Day the Earth Stopped, and so on and so on. But for a while they also produced content for the Sci-Fi channel, which used to be the Sci-Fi channel. So the catalog of movies that they've done is quite enormous. So whenever I come across an Asylum movie, you can bet your ass Professor Macabro is going to buy it. Such is in the case with these 4 movies. Now, what do you get when the Asylum tries to cash in on a Disney production and also cash in on that whole religious movie craze that happened a couple of years ago? Well, you get something called Sunday School Musical. Yes, this is a mockbuster of High School Musical that I've never seen, but for a while there, Disney produced a number of those. Then they did one with zombies, I think. I don't know. I never saw that. But again, mix that with teenagers dancing like idiots, and mix it up with faith, and you get this thing. You will not see the Asylum on the package. It says a faith film, so, even in something like this, they're trying to bamboozle people into getting this. But if you pop it in, you will see the Asylum logo and a few Asylum trailers. So, this is my jam, and I am quite pleased to have found Sunday School Musical. Another one that was added is Tomb Invader, the mockbuster of that fairly recent Tomb Raider reboot. Yes, indeed. I want to pop this in and watch it because it looks very interesting. The next one we have is Planet Dune. Yes, indeed, cashing in on that new Dune that came out. Now, I've mentioned this in some people's podcast, in the House podcast, most notably. I didn't much care for new Dune. Give me 80s Dune any day of the week. But new Dune, it takes itself too seriously, and it's not particularly my jam. So when I saw this, I think I'm going to enjoy this a lot more than new Dune, and I've popped it in, and I did! I did enjoy this quite a bit. It's basically, think of Tremors in space. If the Tremors franchise had gotten to the point where they go into space, you would get this. It's a group of people that are stranded on a desert planet and they have to escape the worms. So, yes, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I actually found 4. Found I Am Omega, still sealed. Some poor soul bought this and never watched it. This is one that you get, or I've seen a lot in one of those movie multi-packs. They seem to always have this one in it. But Mr. Bone said that this was really good, so I'm looking forward to cracking that open and watching it. And the last one I got is 2012 Zombie Apocalypse. I know I have another one of these 2012 Asylum movies where this natural disaster happens, but they also have one with 2012 with the Mayan apocalypse. So yes, looking forward to watching this one as well, because this one is in Tubi, but unfortunately it's dubbed in Spanish, and that rubs me the wrong way. Even though I speak Spanish, why would it be dubbed in Spanish? It makes no sense to me. Picked up a still sealed OG looking copy of Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. Yes, this is the one where Jason fights not Carrie, and a lot of people, myself included, like the look of Jason in this one, the way he looks all gnarly and bony. Yes, indeed, and I personally like Jason fighting against Carrie and having his ass kicked again. Picked up King Kong, the 1933 classic. This is one of the DVD releases that came out where they upgraded the image quality. I have a much better 2-disc one that has a very, very thorough and very interesting documentary with Peter Jackson and his Weta group trying to recreate the effects of the 1933 movie and recreating the spider pit scene. They were doing that as Jackson was working on his adaptation of King Kong. So that one, the 2-disc King Kong one, is really cool. If you can find it, it comes with with a tin case. I have it loose. Unfortunately, didn't have the tin in the second-hand market. But this one's still pretty cool. It doesn't have as many special features, but it promises having a cleaned-up image. So that's always cool. Stupid cough, it won't leave me alone. Finally found a copy of Legend of Boggy Creek. Yes, indeed, this is a sort of a Bigfoot movie, a Sasquatch movie, a creature from the Boggy Creek. It's a mockumentary where people are discussing the bog monster, and it's not very well. It came out in the 70s. I remember many years ago, the Cinema Snob did his Sasquatch Week many moons ago, and out of all the horrible movies that he showcased that one and said that was the standout. So ever since, I've been trying to watch it. The sequels are on Tubi, but not the original one, so I'm happy to have finally found it. Also, I added my third copy of Caligula. Yes, indeed, I have a snapper case, unrated, uncut edition. Then I have your standard DVD release, and I was hoping that this was a different cut, but alas, no. It's a different cover, but it's the same cut as the other DVD that I have, so sadness, and it doesn't have any special features. Oh, I know there's a super cool Ultimate Collector set that I need to keep my eyes out for, and Terrence McGuana did mention that they are going to release a new cut with unused footage of Caligula that I really am curious to see. Picked up the 2-disc collector's edition of Predator 2. Yes, indeed. Why is it wet? Something fall down. But yes, the 2-disc collector's edition of Predator 2. Yes, indeed. This is not part of the Fox Select one. I have a couple, the Aliens one, and a couple of the Fox releases come numbered in the spine. There's this thing that they released, but this one's not that version. And I was hoping that this was that, because I have the 2-disc numbered version of Predator. So I'm very disappointed that's not the same. But it's still Predator 2, and it has a whole bunch of special features. And I'm a special feature whore. I love seeing special features and movies that have and are packed with special features. So happy to get that one, because I have the bare bones original DVD release of Predator, but that one doesn't have that many special features. Picked up the Super Bit release of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yes, indeed. Anyone remember Super Bit? Yes, this was Sony's way to make DVDs look a little better, sacrificing special features. The image quality got bumped up, but because there was no more space on the DVDs, they forgoed special features. Eventually, they did release Super Bit Deluxe, which had the upgraded image quality DVD and a second disc that had special features. Whenever I come across these Super Bits, I like getting them because they're a novelty, a collector's novelty. I have the original, the release of Dracula on DVD that has the same cover. Now I have the Super Bit, and I have the 2-disc DVD release of Dracula, where the one that has Dracula like this. Yes, I really like Dracula, and I really respect the work that went into doing the practical special effects in that. Picked up The Twilight Zone, the first season of The Twilight Zone. This is the complete, definitive collection. Now, I've always wanted to add The Twilight Zone into the collection, but unfortunately, I always come across the bare bones release of The Twilight Zone. And whenever I have encountered the complete series releases of The Twilight Zone, it's expensive as fuck. So, I found this really cheap, and it has the complete first season with special features. So, ha ha ha! Tickle me pink! That's awesome! picked up Itchy the Killer, the unrated cut. I've been wanting to get this as well. Yes, I'm gonna butcher his name, but Takise Miche, something like that, did this one. He also did Audition, if memory serves me right. So I've been trying desperately to get a copy. Schlockenoff Films did a review of this, and that only piqued my interest to want to get it more. And lo and behold, I finally got a copy of Itchy the Killer. Yes, indeed. And the last one, the best for last. I mean, what could possibly top The Twilight Zone, the definitive first season? Or any of the other amazing movies that I got? Well, it's a movie that I've been hunting down for great many moons. Now, there is a 2-disc collector set of this one that I do still want to get because of the special features. And MVD released a higher quality one. But I saw this and I just had to own it. And that movie is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. They run, they bite, will something else. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. The 25th anniversary DVD release of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Yes, indeed. Oh, I finally have a copy of this, and it makes me so happy. I like the cover. Black and red. Yes, indeed. And this is... I remember watching this when I was a very, very young Macabro. And I was enamored with this ridiculous little movie about people fighting off a killer tomato invasion. And I've loved it ever since. I rented it numerous times on the VHS stores whenever I saw that they had a copy. And whenever they would pass it on TV, I would watch it. And the sequel and the cartoon. But I've never been able to actually find a copy for myself. At Comic-Con one year, they did have a sale for the 2-disc collector set, but it was kind of pricey. And I bought something else that year. So ever since, I've been wanting a copy, and I finally found it. And, squee! Am I happy to own this. This will actually be my recommendation of the haul, which is why I saved it for last. If you have never seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, watch it. You'll thank me later. But this right here is my recommendation of the haul. And boy, I got a bunch of good stuff, let me tell you. But yes, I'll go with Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. What an epic journey. 5 DVD haul videos we've shared. And I'll try to when I get more movies, I'll stack them up and I'll do another one. But stay tuned for more movie reviews. And I apologize for this particular long video, but I had a lot of cool stuff to talk about. So thank you for your patience. So again, let us know what you think of the recent changes of the channel. Let me know if you've seen any of the movies showcased, and if you like them or if you're curious about them. Let us all know in the comments down below. But until we see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro. That is Zombie Huesitos. And we wish you all, like always, a good evening.